Guys doing on this beautiful Friday morning. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you all had a productive and fulfilling week, whatever you were looking forward to accomplishing or receiving out of this week. Anything to fulfill you, to nurture you, to help you, to move you forward. I hope you focused on those things, even if it was just a little bit of focus. Time that you were very intentional and purposeful about focusing on different things in your life that you know you need to focus on. This is why I talk to you, because if you don't put forth that effort to do the things that you need to do for yourself, then these things are not going to happen, and we are going to constantly find ourselves um, just with that emptiness and yearning for the things that we don't have. And I'm not just talking about material things. I'm talking about if we just don't feel good in our mind and our body and our spirit, if we are in an uneasy place, if our bodies are getting weak and our minds are all over the place and we are just having a hard time even focusing on things on the regular basis, it may be just because you are not giving yourself what you need. So I cannot express the importance of just taking a few moments of each day to focus on things that you know you need to do for yourself. So just today, I just want to talk about progress a little bit. I do notice that some of my folks, like even people like in my close knit surroundings, my little tight circle that I have, and people who are not as such in my in a close circle with me, I do see progress being made with the people around me. And I think I did touch on that a little bit in one of my previous videos, but I'm so glad. And I just want to encourage you that it does not take a whole lot to see small progress within yourself. Sometimes we can talk ourselves out of doing something before we even attempt to try it. And I just want to encourage you today that any small step that you take towards the direction that you want to be is going to show some kind of difference in your life. You are going to notice something happening. So don't think it's a waste of your time, or just pretty much a waste of your time, because it will not be a waste of your time. Everything that you do, you will see blessings from. You will reap the benefits of everything that you do, every effort that you put towards adding towards you in any kind of way. It is never a waste of time. I don't know how many times I've said that since I became a motivational speaker, but I noticed these things and I had to encourage myself, because I had to tell myself that and realize that it was true over time. So I said, even when I didn't initially see the results of whatever the thing was that I was trying to accomplish or grow myself or better myself or whatever that I was trying to do to help myself, I try to my best to keep myself encouraged to continue moving forward, even if it's not an obvious difference, or even if you don't see anything happening here and now. And as time went by, I noticed the benefits from everything that I allowed myself to focus on, the things that I do. And I realized that nothing was a waste of time, and it was all so worth it when you're focusing on things like that, opposed to focusing on things like things temporary gratification, things that are not going to last very long, things that are going to have a long-term benefit in my life. And I'm still reaping the benefits of those things, the time that I take out to focus on my spiritual connection with my higher being, praying, meditating, doing things for my health, doing things for my finances to grow myself financially, financial literacy, emotionally, my emotional health, all of those things, everything that I put my time and my energy and my effort into, I reap the benefits of. So I want to encourage you that even if you see no progress it still is progress. Just because you don't see it, that does not mean it's not there. The progress is there. Sometimes we will see these things initially. We will see them right off the bat. We will feel an instant effect of it. Sometimes it's like, bam, I'm so glad that I did this. And then it's like a lingering effect where you don't see any progress for a while. And then after a while, you will see how much effect that making these small changes in your life is having on your life. So it's different ways that you will see the benefits of anything that you are trying to do for yourself. I don't want to point at one thing in particular because I know us as human beings, we all struggle in different ways. I don't know what your struggle is. I know the things that I struggle with on the regular basis, and those things I focus on. I focus on redirecting my negative thoughts into more positive thoughts and taking power and control over the way that I think on the regular basis, because I know that my thoughts precede me. So if I'm thinking negatively, then I will walk into negative energy. I will walk into problems and all kinds of things. I don't think people give enough credit to the power of thought and the things that go through our mind on a regular basis. We can literally create bad circumstances for ourselves. We can literally create bad health diagnosis for ourselves. We can literally create just things that are happening against us and things that are not so much in our favor because of the negative energy that we carry around in our thoughts and in our minds. There are people that just are not here anymore because they have allowed their negative thoughts and their negative energy to completely just overtake them, and those things will happen. So if you want to lead a more positive life, you have to be mindful of the thoughts that go through your head on a regular basis. So that is one of my biggest priorities right now. I think I presented a commitment willingness challenge. I know I did. I ain't gonna say I think I did. My life lesson this week was on willingness, and I presented a challenge: 5 days, 5 minutes, whatever you can try to commit yourself to, that you are willing to commit yourself to for the next 5 days. I challenge you all to do that. For those of you who tuned into this week's life lesson on willingness, so I joined the challenge. Anytime I present a challenge, I join in it as well. And I have already started since Wednesday, and I am committing myself to 5 minutes of meditation and focusing more on my mental health, because I want a better mental health for myself. I want to be able to control my own thoughts and focus more on positive things so I can attract to me the things that I want in my life. So when you are constantly thinking negative, you are rejecting the things that you want for yourself. Those things will not even look your way. They will bounce right off of you or make their way in someone else's direction or whatever. The things that you want for yourself will not even become your reality or be your portion in life if you are constantly thinking about negative things. So thoughts carry power. And one of my main priorities right now is learning how to focus more on having a positive frame of mind. So from my experience, from focusing more on having a positive frame of mind, it does benefit me very well. Sometimes I can allow myself to have excuses for allowing my thoughts to be idle and negative. I know when I get tired, I get bitter, I get angry, sometimes I get mean, I lash out on my kids or whoever around me. I kind of just shut myself off. I'm not always the fun, laughy, bubbly person that I always am normally on a regular basis, because when I'm tired, I'm tired. I just don't feel like too much of anything. But so I can allow myself to use that for an excuse why I allow my thoughts to become idle or not so positive. So I'm like, I had to do away with the excuses, whether I'm tired or not. I don't want to walk into negative energy. It's okay if I don't feel like laughing and having fun all the time because I know I'm tired. I do a lot on a regular basis, but I'm not going to allow myself to be mean and negative and have bad energy and just be angry because I'm tired. If I'm tired, I need to go somewhere and get my behind some rest, go sit down, lay down, do whatever I have to do to rejuvenate myself, replenish myself, kind of get some of my energy back so I won't be so exhausted. But I only make myself suffer and walk into negative energy when I allow myself to think negatively. So I'm doing away with the excuses, focusing more. I'm so proud of myself for even saying that right now because I know that that is an issue. And that is one reason why that I struggle with it so much is because I get tired and I get angry. But I'm doing away with all of those excuses and I'm allowing myself to think more positive on a regular basis. And then if I have to get more rest, then I just have to get more rest. I don't want to live a negative life. I don't want to lead myself with negative energy. I don't want to walk into negative energy because I am allowing negative energy to radiate off of me. I don't want to rub off negative energy from myself and allow my atmosphere or people around me to feel negative energy radiate off of me. I have a good time with a lot of people on a regular basis, and my energy is good for the majority of the time. Most of the time, I carry a really light, beautiful energy along with me, and that's what I want it to be. That's what I constantly want my reality to be, and it's going to have a reflection on my mental health, on my physical health. People don't understand that the energy and the thoughts that go through their mind on a regular basis can literally cause ulcers and cancers in your body. You will be sick in a hospital, your blood pressure, serious diagnosis, and all of these things. It's just so many nervous system diseases that happens to people, Parkinson's and all of these type of things that happens to us. Like some of these things can only be explained that it are affecting our nervous system is because we don't know how to relax. Like we just have to learn how to relax. It is like a proven fact that doctors can't really get down to the bottom of some of these serious diagnoses that are affecting our brains and all of this stuff, and we can't even function the way that we want to function on a regular basis because when was the last time you had a good night rest? We have allowed stress to become normal. For our stress is not normal. No one should walk around stressing out about anything ever. I mean, it's going to be whatever it's going to be, or it ain't going to be. It is or it ain't. You know, it only can go but two ways. But at the end of the day, you have to believe in your heart and in your mind that I made it this far. And if God brought me this far, I know He will allow me to make it even further, and everything is going to be okay. You have to constantly feed yourself these positive things on a regular basis. Everything is going to be okay. Tell yourself those things over and over again. It was okay last time. It was okay the time before that. It's going to be okay this time, and it's going to be okay the next time too. We can't allow ourselves to fall into pieces every time something happens. That is not going to help us. It's not going to grow us. It's not going to work out for us. We will constantly be stressed out and worried like forever, like for the rest of our lives, if we don't learn how to not allow the circumstances of life to overtake us, because life is going to happen. You can't get stressed out every single time. I mean, or you can. It's up to you. Whatever you do to cope with the things that you have to cope with on a regular basis is completely and totally up to you. But life is 90% of what happens. Life is 10% of what happens to us, and 90% is how we choose to deal with things that happen to us. And sometimes we can flip that thing around and think that the whole world is falling on us, when a little bit of the world can be falling on us, and you could be fighting back against your life and creating your testimony and showing how much of a survivor that you are. You have made it through some of the toughest times of your life, all of the toughest times times of your life. You have survived and made it through, and you are still here to tell a story. A lot of people are not still here to tell the story. And that's just the fact of the matter. So obviously, you are still here for a reason, and it's no need for us to stress out and play victim and fall apart every time life shows up. I know so many people are going through so many difficult things at this time right now, like people that I love dearly, um just family members. And my son just like walked up in my room and told me he went to a close friend of his wedding over the weekend. I'm so proud of my son. He's doing so well for himself. So he said he pushed his friend that was getting married, he pushed his father to the table in his wheelchair or whatever. But his father was such a bubbly and good person. This was just this weekend that just passed. My son was pushing his friend's father in his wheelchair at his wedding, and he died this morning. So his friend, one of his close friends, lost his father this morning. I was very sad to hear that. It's just so many things that are going on with so many different people. And one of the first things that came to my mind, I'm so sorry that my son friend lost his father. And even for my son to be talking to someone one day and then the next day that they can be gone. But I was grateful in my mind and in my heart that my son's friend's father had the opportunity to see his son get married and to share in those memories and pictures and all of that. Even days after the wedding, he's not here anymore. So God did allow him to be there for the wedding. And it's sad because so many people are going through so many difficult times, losing loved ones and all of those type things. And my heart truly goes out to those who are suffering with so many difficult issues. And sometimes things can be really tough that we have to go through, and sometimes things can not be so tough, just different struggles and trials and tribulations and things that we have to learn how to make it through in life. And no matter what it is, we have to learn how to deal with these things in a way that we won't allow ourselves to be taken under by the circumstances of life. This is your life. We have to fight back. We all have to deal with different things at different times. We have struggles within our bodies, within our minds. Some of us struggles are a little more difficult than others, and some of us have to fight a little harder. Just continue to fight. Everything that you do, you will see the benefits of you fighting back against these struggles and these trials of life. You will see the benefits. You are going to be so glad that you prayed. You are going to be so glad that you focused on your mental health. You are going to be so glad that you did something for your physical health, or you did something to nurture yourself, so you are able to show up for the people in your life that love you. If the people in your life that you love are already going through difficult situations and you want to lay down under those circumstances right along with them, how will you possibly have strength in your body to show up for anyone else if you are not taking care of yourself? So we have to learn how to hang in there for each other. A lot of us have people depending on us. I know I do. I got a lot of kids, and I want to be able to show up for my kids even when I have to show up for them unexpectedly. And I don't want to fall apart when they're going through the things that they are going through. I want to be able to support them. I want to be able to put myself in a healthy place mentally where I can show up for someone else who is struggling mentally, who might be right at the verge of completely breaking down, committing suicide or whatever. I want to be able to talk somebody off the ledge. And if I can't talk myself off the ledge, how am I going to help somebody else if I can't help myself? And a lot of us don't even focus on helping ourselves, and we can't effectively show up for somebody else. So you study trying to help the situation. In all reality, you might be making the situation worse because you're not even in a position to stand strong for somebody else because you have not learned how to take care of yourself. This is why I talk about the importance of taking care of ourselves so much on the regular basis, not only so we can be able to show up for other people and be there for others, but because we need to be able to be there for ourselves. The things that we do for ourselves is going to have a reflection on the people around us. You will show somebody else the importance of learning how to show up for yourself. It will have a long-term effect on you, your family members, your kids, your grandkids, the people around you. You are an inspiration to people more than you know. People are looking at you. They looking at you when you're falling apart. They looking at you when you're getting drunk. They looking at you when you're smoking weed. They looking at you when you're chain smoking cigarettes. They looking at you when you're not focusing on your health. And they looking at you when you learn how to keep yourself together in difficult situations. Now your whole family a mess because you a mess. I'm telling you, we don't realize the importance of learning how to keep ourselves together as a individual, because that can have an effect on our whole society. And that's probably why a lot of people are struggling so much, struggling in families, struggling in our communities, because we have allowed these things to become normal. It only takes for you to focus on you. Do what you have to do for you. I'm talking about completely zone in and focus on yourself and doing the things that you have to do for yourself. So listen, I'm talking about progress today. Learning how to focus on yourself and doing just the little things that you know that is going to grow you, that is going to help you, that is going to sustain you, that is going to carry you, that is going to elevate you. The progress is going to make itself plain right there in front of your face. Even if you don't see it now, you will feel better. You will be a better person. You will be so glad that you took the time out to do the things that you have to do for yourself on the regular basis. I'm telling you, there is proof in your actions. You will see the results of everything that you take your time out to choose, that you choose to take your time out to do for yourself on the regular basis. So don't deny yourself of the small things, just the little things that is going to help carry you to the next level of your life. A lot of us are just stagnant. We are stuck in one place. We are not moving forward. We have became complacent. We are comfortable with where we at. We are not even too much concerned about our life and our future and our health, and we laugh at bad health. I don't think there's anything funny or to make light of about bad health. That is just not funny to me, because these things will take you clean out of here. I have seen people that are here today and gone tomorrow because the same things that they think that is funny, that they are making light of the things that should be prioritized and not made fun of at all. So that is it. That's my message for today, guys. I have so much to do. I'm looking forward to a fun-filled, amazing weekend doing the things that I love most, despite of everything that is going on around me. My heart and prayers are with and my thoughts are with those who are struggling and going through difficult times at this moment. I am praying for you. I am praying for healing and hope and togetherness, or whatever people need at this time. My thoughts and prayers are with you, but I want you to do what you love this weekend. Do what you need this weekend. Do something that is going to grow you, that is going to move you forward. Do something different. Do something that you are not used to doing, something that may even take you out of your comfort zone. Do it anyway. Grow yourself this weekend. So shout out to y'all who have chosen to join in with my willingness commitment challenge for 5 minutes 5 days for 5 minutes. Are you willing to commit yourself to doing something? I don't know, that thing that you know you need to do. So I know what my thing is. I don't know what your thing is, but you know what your thing is. So focus on yourself this weekend. Do what you need to do for you so we can have an amazing week moving forward. It's going to be Monday. You're going to sneeze and it's going to be Monday. These weeks are rolling. I can't even believe how fast every time I turn around, it's just another Friday, another Friday, another Friday. And I have so much going on, but I'm grateful and I'm glad. I'm glad that God has given me the strength in my mind and my body to continue to move forward and face challenges and do the things that I do on the regular basis. I'm glad for where I am in my life today. And I will continue to fight against any attack that comes against me. And I want you all to do the same thing. This is your life. You deserve to live a good life. A lot of us have beautiful hearts, beautiful minds. We'll take the shirt off your back for anybody. You help anybody. You got the heart of gold, despite of what people have to say about you. And people can be so judgmental. It's those same ones that is being so judgmental, whose life is a mess, who struggles the most, and all of those type of things. So just like block out all the noise that is going on around you, people's opinions and all of those type of things. And we had to learn how to do what we need most for ourselves. Let's focus on ourselves today. Even if you just do it today, do something that you know you need to do for yourself today. Don't even worry about the 5 day willingness challenge. I am doing the 5 day willingness challenge. But today, do something that you know you need to do for yourself today. You will be so glad that you did. So I love y'all. Big shout out. Good morning to those of you who are here joining in on this live broadcast this morning. I pray that you have a blessed weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. And in the meantime, don't let me not forget to shout out my YouTube channel. That is True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. My books are available and on sale on Amazon. That is True Value Knowing Your Worth, Walking Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasures, Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness for those of you who want to focus more on better health and wellness. And my last book is called Religiously, and that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religion. You can drop stars, you can drop hearts, comments, shares, whatever, to support and spread the word of hope and good news. This might help somebody that you know. You never know how you may be helping someone by sharing these messages in some way. God bless you. I love you. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend, and you guys continue to stay blessed.